Hey everyone, welcome back to Moments with Nikki, where we dive deep into breaking free from limitations and stepping into our fullest potential. I am Nicole, also known as Coach Nikki, your hostess with the mostest, and today's episode is going to be all about mindset. Have you ever felt stuck like you're in a loop, repeating the same patterns, hitting the same wall, and feeling like life just isn't moving in the direction you want? I have been there. I was just there with just recording this, right? And let me tell you, one of the most powerful tools for breaking those cycles is shifting your mindset. Today, I'm going to share with you the mindset shifts that completely transformed my life. These aren't just feel good ideas, they're practical shifts that help me rebuild after my separation, finding purpose as an empty nester and stepping into my power as a coach and a business owner. If you're ready to let go of limiting beliefs and start living a life that is aligned, this episode is for you. So let's dive in. Okay. So, first, we're going to talk about understanding the power of your mindset, right? Before we get into the specific shifts, let's talk about why mindset matters. Your mindset is like the lens through which you see the world. If your lens is cloudy with negativity, fear, or doubt, that's how you're going to keep showing up in every situation. But when you clean that lens, when you shift your mindset, you start seeing opportunities, growth, and abundance where you once saw obstacles. For years, I had a fixed mindset. I believed that life happened to me, not for me. If things didn't go my way, I think this is just not how it's going to be. I felt stuck, powerless, and like my circumstances were out of control. But here's the truth: your thoughts create your reality, and what you focus on grows. If you focus on lack, fear, failure, that's what you're going to continue to experience. But if you focus on abundance, gratitude, and possibility, your life starts to shift. So let's think about it, right? What's the story you're currently telling yourself about in your life? Is it empowering or is it holding you back? And I want to know. So go ahead and comment below, right? So let's talk about that mind shifts that we need to have. So, number one, life is happening for you, not to you. The major shift I made was reframing how I saw challenges. Instead of thinking of why is this happening to me, I started thinking, what is this teaching me, right? After my separation, it was easy to fall into a victim mindset. I felt like life was unfair and that I had lost so much. But as I started reflecting and journaling, I realized that the challenges that I was dealing with were shaping me. They were giving me resilience, clarity, and the push I needed to redefine my life. When you're faced with a challenge, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How is this experience helping me grow? Right? You might not see the lesson right away, but trust me, it is there. Okay? So I got a little prompts. We got something, some work for you guys to do. Think about a challenge that you've recently faced, right? How could you reframe it as an opportunity for growth? Right? Again, between my separation and my son leaving, I took upon entrepreneurship, right? Like I've been full speed and I love it, right? Mind shift number two: progress over perfection. The next shift was learning to embrace progress over perfection. I used to be a perfectionist, always, always trying to get everything just right before taking a step forward. And you know what that led to? Paralysis. I was so afraid of failing or not measuring up that I wouldn't even try. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion. What matters is progress. Taking small steps, even imperfect ones, moves you forward. When I started my travel business, I didn't have all the answers. I didn't know how to succeed, but I decided to take that first step, right? Was it perfect? Not at all. But every small action built momentum, and eventually those small steps turned into big wins. So set some small, achievable goals and celebrate every step forward. Remember, progress is what leads to transformation, not perfection, right? So, what is one small step you can take this week toward a goal you have been putting off, right? So, for me, it was getting on here on YouTube, and I said, I'm going to put my content out there, right? Mind shift number three: gratitude changes everything. Gratitude is one of the most powerful mind shifts that I have ever made. When I was in a low place, it was easy to focus on what I didn't have or what wasn't going right. But I started a daily gratitude practice and it changed everything for me. Instead of waking up thinking about all my problems, I wrote down three things I was grateful for. Some days it was as simple as having a roof over my head or having my friends around me, right? But the more I focused on gratitude, the more I started to see the abundance in my life. So let's reflect. What's something in your life right now that you can be grateful for, even if it's small, right? And then some tips, right? Start or end your day with a gratitude list. Write down at least three things you're thankful for and watch how it shifts your perspective. And I would love to be a part of that journey. So leave a comment below as you're going through that process, right? Mind shift number four, you are enough just as you are. This might be the most important shift of all, realizing that I am enough just as I am. For so long, I tied my worth to my roles as a wife, a mom, a daughter, a sister, a professional. I thought I had to prove my value by achieving or performing for people, right? But I learned that my worth isn't tied to what I do, it's tied to who I am, and who I am is enough. There was a moment when I was sitting alone in this house, feeling completely lost. I had spent so much time trying to be everything for everyone else that I didn't even know who I was anymore. That's when I realized I need to start loving myself, flaws and all. So start practicing self compassion. When negative self talk creeps in, counter it with kindness. Remind yourself, I'm enough just as I am. What is one thing you love about yourself? Write it down and hold on to that reminder. Right? You can write it down or you can put it in your phone. However you got to do it just so that you can remember. So I want to end by saying thank you for joining me today. It was such a pleasure. And as we wrap up today's episode, I want you to remember this: mindset is everything. The way you think shapes the way you live. And while you can't always control your circumstance, you can control how you respond to them. Your challenge this week is to choose one of the mindset shifts we've talked about today and put it into practice. Whether it's seeing challenges as opportunities, focusing on progress, over perfection, practicing gratitude, or embracing your worth, take that first step. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it with a friend, leave a review, or tag me on my social media. Let's keep this conversation going and inspire each other to break those chains. Thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself, and for being a part of this journey with me. Until next time, remember your mindset is your superpower. Use it to create the life you deserve. Bye.